Hello. I tried just keeping my eyes closed, but stuff still happened. So what's up? Donald Trump has been indicted again. I'm losing track of the agains. And double, this isn't even the indictment we were expecting. That's still coming. This is another indictment on top of the existing indictments around the documents stuff. We are still expecting an indictment very soon around January 6th involvement. But see, what happened is the ongoing investigation into the whole documents thing, him hiding documents and whatnot, it's got new stuff. For example, he apparently directed a staffer to delete security footage so that the grand jury couldn't see it. That's an indictment. Also, remember that audio tape we heard of him saying, hey, I have this document that I shouldn't have and it's classified and I can't declassify it? Someone get me a Coke? Yeah, he's also getting indicted for that one too. Just a whole lot of cool stuff for a president to have done. So yeah, this is more of an expansion of existing indictments, and then there's going to be more indictments soon, like they've been warned that another indictment is coming. So I'm gonna be doing this one again, forever, on loop, until I die. Salvation. I'm sorry. I am simply a goofy boy this morning. But what's not goofy is conversion therapy. And that's also banned in Michigan now. Michigan has banned conversion therapy. If you're not familiar, conversion therapy is a theory that you can essentially beat the queer out of somebody, either psychologically or physically. It is an egregious violation of human rights and amounts to essentially genocide. Let's take this category of people. There's something wrong with them. Let's get rid of that. Makes sense? Seems like a thing that's gone well in the past. This is not even sort of remotely close to the same degree, but I'm left-handed, and in the past, they used to force left-handed people to not be left-handed. That's not cool. Let's not do that to queer people. I don't understand why people are so afraid of just letting other people just be different. Are you that broken? I want to say in no unclear terms for anyone who needs to hear this. You are not the problem. They are the problem. You are a problem for them, and they are scared because they are growing old and they are obsolete. You are incompatible with their worldview that has been carefully crafted to keep them safe from acknowledging the fact that they are aging out of this world. They are sad, broken, and insecure people lashing out in a death rattle. You are the light in this world. With that out of the way, let's talk about Tesla. Because they're lying to you. According to a Reuters investigation, Tesla has been lying to their customers about the range of Tesla vehicles, both in their marketing and also the vehicle itself just straight up lies about how far it can drive. When customers were like, I think my car is broken because it's not reaching the distances that you told me it would, Tesla made sure that they didn't get service. They spun up a team whose sole purpose was to prevent customers from being handled. I mean, this is exactly on par with the rest of what the company does. Remember how self-driving cars were supposed to be a thing like 5-10 years ago or whatever? Remember the Cybertruck? Like, yeah, they produced one, kind of. They also made an electric car that drives a specific distance. Anyway, the CEO of Tesla now wants to own an everything app that controls all parts of your online life, including communication, banking, and media. Seems like a great idea. If you are not familiar with r/place, it's a recurring event on Reddit where each user can place a single pixel of color on an ever-growing canvas. You get another pixel that you can place every few minutes, and communities come together to make big pieces of art and collaborate with each other and also fight against other communities for space on the canvas. Now, you might remember that Reddit is kind of going through it right now, and the Reddit CEO is not super well loved by the user base. And so, this time around, r/place was used to creatively tell Spez, the CEO of Reddit, to fuck off. It started off strong with like a whole bunch of fuck Spez everywhere, and then it broke down for a bit, but the last thing they did, when the canvas was at its biggest, right before the end, the entire thing whited out, and they just made a giant fuck Spez. Just a real beautiful work of art made by people across the web. Fuck Spez. If you're wondering why they're saying fuck Spez, all you need to know is that, we just talked about Musk. Spez has referred to Musk as a role model. He likes what Musk has done with Twitter, and he thinks that he should do it with Reddit. On this day in 1896, the city of Miami was incorporated. It would soon go on to find relevance as the hometown of Mr. Worldwide. Dale. Lightning round. The United States is run by some people who are a few breaths from death, as Mitch McConnell seemed to have some kind of stroke on live TV, and shortly after, Dianne Feinstein was not sure what the hell was going on when she was supposed to just be voting on a bill, and multiple people had to get her attention and tell her to just say aye. And while old people are in positions of power, young people are being killed on job sites, and the Department of Labor would like to know why the hell we're expanding child labor in America. That crane that collapsed in Manhattan, it ultimately injured 12 people, but it doesn't look like anything is life-threatening. Two sisters and one of their sons were found dead and partially mummified in a remote area of Colorado. They reportedly were trying to live off-grid, and their family tried to stop them, but they wouldn't listen. CD Projekt Red, the video game company that makes The Witcher and also Cyberpunk 2077, they're laying off 9% of their staff, about 100 people. And speaking of layoffs, despite laying off a bunch of people, Google and Microsoft just posted huge earnings this quarter. Twitter, now X, just kind of took the handle @X, like from the person who had it forever. Just booted them out. And finally for today, there is an incoming sequel to the Nickelodeon Smash Bros-like game, and they're going to add Squidward and Jimmy Neutron as playable characters. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of Stuff Keeps Happening. Head to stuffkeepshappening.online for sources, bonus content, and air conditioning repair services. My name is Endeavorance. I'll be back on Monday. Take care and be well.